Hello, this is Valerie Aiello, and you're listening to Idea Diary. Thanks for coming back to my office and hanging out. All right, today I wanted to talk about Substack versus Medium.com. So I had a friend talk about maybe writing some articles. So I just wanted to send her the Medium link because I feel like it's pretty awesome as a tool. Maybe not for making money. You definitely can make money, but I'm not sure how long it takes to actually grow a successful medium. I don't know what you call it, platform, channel. So, for those of you who don't know, Medium is basically like a gigantic online magazine with independent writers. And the topics are probably endless. And it's actually really good for people who want to do fiction writing because you could do maybe a chapter a week, practice short stories, even poetry, and you can also do regular type of articles that people typically read online, like fitness or financial or politics. I mean, it's pretty cool concept. So with Medium, users get maybe well, basically anyone on the internet can have maybe about 5 articles to read for free. I believe it's 5. Have to double check that. But after they've read 5 Medium articles a month, they would need to not read anymore and wait to read until next month or pay $5 a month. And if somebody that pays $5 a month on Medium, which is kind of like if you're just really into reading online or you want to kind of donate $5 a month to independent writers, it just seems like a really good system. So let's say you read one article a month on medium.com. That means that entire $5 goes to that one article. But if you read 50 articles a month for your $5, the $5 that you spent kind of gets divided up into all those 50 articles. So it's a little different. I really like the system. And if you say have a following and you get people to subscribe or follow on your Medium channel, let's just use the word channel. It's not video, so that seems weird, but let's just pick a term. So if you get people to follow you on your Medium channel and they just want to check out your 4 articles a month that you publish, then they probably don't need to donate the $5 or to sign up for a $5 membership. But if they just kind of like what you're doing and then they kind of get in the Medium universe and start reading other articles, maybe they do want to invest in that $5 a month membership fee. And I believe it's $2 a month, the entirety that they have a membership fee based on your link and suggestion to sign up and pay. That original person gets $2 a month for the entirety that you have a Medium account, a $5 membership. So I just think it's pretty cool. And just another example of how it's getting easier to be a creative and to have revenue streams and to make money. And it's pretty amazing. So this new thing, I kept hearing people talk about Substack. This guy wrote an article on Substack, or this girl wrote an article on Substack. And I was like, I wonder, I guess I had heard of it, but I was wondering what's the money aspect of Substack. So today I just looked it up because I was thinking about Medium, and I guess Substack is similar to a Patreon concept to where people can subscribe to your one newsletter. So they might decide to you probably pick your own price for your newsletter, and then people can decide to pay it. And I think there might be tiered levels of payment inside Substack that you could create. So let's say you create your monthly newsletter membership is $5 a month. then you get that entire $5 a month. And I think kind of the concept is that you're probably already have a following on some level, or you're famous and you're creating a newsletter. And I think Substack is a little bit different, where Medium is kind of an open opportunity, equal opportunity space, and you can start from zero and then build your audience inside Medium. Whereas Substack might be something to where you already have to have an audience that you're directing them to your newsletter. And then you're creating money by the number of people that you have the ability to get to sign up to it. And I just, it's different things for different types of people. So if you don't have a following at all, start with Medium, and then maybe slowly add the newsletter to your brand, your personal brand, whatever you're doing. I had watched a video of someone who did a group Substack newsletter with 4 other people that were successful writers, and they all, I guess, created this monthly newsletter as a group, and people would subscribe to that newsletter. Similar to Patreon, I think there might be like a free version and then a paid version. I haven't delved deep into exactly how many different elements you could make your Substack have to it, but it's definitely interesting if you already have a following. And the one Substack, um, I guess, I don't know, what are we going to call this? The one Substack newsletter that I recommend checking out is Ask Amanda. And Ask Amanda is Amanda Palmer, and she is, what's that band name? When you're doing a show, like, simple things escape your brain when you just think, "Oh, I'll remember that." Like, I thought about writing a little note here to remind me to say it, but, I was thinking I won't forget that, but of course you do. So Amanda Palmer is the creator of the band The Dresden Dolls, and she got famous from doing a lot of performance art. So she had her band. I think she was a street performer, like a statue performer, and she would get in a wedding dress and probably make her entire self white, kind of like a mime, a street mime, and she would sit for money, and she would kind of incorporate the street performer element to her shows with her band. When she would go on tour, she would invite all the street performers in that town to come be on stage with her and perform as well. And she also is married to Neil Gaiman, who is obviously he wrote Coraline and a bunch of children's horror, and he has a lot of things that he's written that has become TV shows, movies. So Neil Gaiman is epic, and Amanda Palmer, although I didn't really listen to Dresden Dolls when they were a band, I really love her. She has a really great book. What is her book called? The Art of Asking is kind of a famous thing that she did, where she kind of was the first round of people that did Kickstarter projects where they got the fans to develop the next product. So she has a lot of stuff going on. So check out her Substack. I believe it just started, because I signed up for Substack and I just had got an email, so they were promoting this particular Substack account newsletter. And the Medium channel, I think that I'm going to put in the show notes below, is called Mitch Horowitz, and he is I guess a esoteric type of author, and kind of self-helpy, but in a metaphysical type of way. A lot of science, but also a lot of just imagination and just believing type of stuff also. And he's like a pretty famous writer. I don't think just an everyday person would know who he is, but he's I think he releases a book a year, maybe, on all types of metaphysical stuff. And he has a Medium account. And he worked for a super big publishing company. And maybe it wasn't super big, but it was definitely like a real deal New York City publisher job. So if somebody like him with probably all the know-how and connections to do something super anything that he wants on a super professional level, plus he has an audience, even if somebody like him is using Medium to kind of share ideas unfiltered with no rules and he's using Medium, I feel like anyone that wants to try Medium, it's a solid choice. So if you really want to write and practice getting paid for clicks, Medium is something to try out. And if you already have a following and you want a newsletter that actually brings in money, which could probably be from like there are $1 million newsletters out there. So Substack is, I think, the place to go where you don't have to have any technical skills, I guess we could say. But yeah, that's the show for today, and I just wanted to share that with you. I will see you later. Thanks for hanging out.